everyone, and welcome to this episode of Discovering Laguna Woods. That's right, we are outside and on location at Clubhouse 4. I'm Cindy Whitney, and we are going to be going into a couple of the art studios, talking with some of the artists who are very excited to be back here and doing what they love. So stay right there, we're coming back, and we're going to be speaking to some of the artists. Stay there, be right back. I'm so excited. Everyone. Well, now we're outside the art studio and we're speaking with Peg Simmons. Hi, Peg. How are you?
Hi, Cindy. I'm fine, thank you.
Well,
how are you?
I'm great, thanks. It's a beautiful day, and we're so happy to be here at Clubhouse 4, and I bet you are too.
Oh, yes.
Well, it's been a while since you were here, and we want to know what it is that you're working on. You told me you're working on in a particular medium. What was that?
Oh, that's oil, and it attracts water and soap, so that you can clean it with water and soap when you're cleaning up. And so it's a lot different than the turpentine oil paints, that
Wow.
kind of thing.
That sounds like it would be really good to use in a group setting where there are other people that are working in the same space.
Well, yes, because we're always supposed to use that or something that's odorless. In the studio, yes.
So you mostly paint. Now, what different mediums do you work in?
I work in watercolor. That's what I teach here. And then I also do oils when I get a chance on my own. And I'm basically a plein air painter. And what I do is I come back to the studio and finish things afterwards. So I'm really excited about being able to come back and just be able to finish a lot of work that I haven't been able to.
Oh, that's fabulous. So you got started outside. You went to a location and you did some, sort of roughed in what you want to paint. Now, do you take photo reference too when you're outside?
Yes, definitely.
Oh, that's great. So you can capture the daylight in that moment?
Yes, but it's really cool as far as you remember what it smelled like, what it felt like, all that other kind of stuff.
Yes.
When you paint it. And then when you look at it, when it's framed and everything, then you enjoy remembering those things.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know that. So now this is great. You'll be able to finish up that artwork and then start new things. Is it exciting to be back? Are a lot of people coming back into the studio?
Well, as soon as we figure out that system for the reservations, yes, we will be able to come back in. But I understand that the 15th of June is when we're supposed to be able to not wear a mask.
Right.
And then also maybe we won't have a limitation on people in the studio. See, right now people are either having trouble registering or they're, just not used to being back at the studio,
Sure.
So, but me, I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, I bet. Oh, I could see that when I went in there and I was watching you work before, and we're going to show a little bit of that too. It's a feeling that's just really hard to explain to somebody.
Well, the studio is a really good place to get input. And we like to do the, what do you think? And if we get an extra set of eyes, then we can always come up with a good suggestion, or maybe not take that suggestion, but think about it, constructively.
Yes, exactly. And you say you teach also, so
yes.
I'm sure that other people are very eager to get your feedback because, this is something that you teach and you know it well.
Well, we try to be very positive. There's all different levels of artists in our group. So we have from beginners to advanced people. We have well-known people that participate in an art fair.
Yes.
And we have people that just come in because they never touched watercolors before and they want to try it. And so
that's
anyway,
the best.
We try to help them out, and also it gives us something to learn because at this age, we definitely need to keep learning.
Oh, absolutely. And on behalf of all of those people who say, someday when I'm retired and I'm somewhere else, I'm going to learn how to paint or do watercolors or landscapes or portraits. I want to learn how to do that because it looks like a lot of fun. So on behalf of all those people, we thank you that you're spending your time teaching them.
Certainly welcome. Yes. Well, I enjoy it too because I get the satisfaction of their learning it. you know. So I guess that's what a teacher's all about anyway.
It is. It's a selfless act, isn't it? So we thank you for coming outside of the studio to talk with us today. We know there are a lot of people who are eager to come back, and we're going to be explaining what the protocols are, and we're going to speak to Sabine, and she's going to give us some of the protocols, and we know that those are evolving. So we thank you for for talking with us today, and we're going to come in and look at some of your work. So thank you, Peg.
I just want to tell you, our supervising people do a lot of work too. We wipe down the faucets and the doorknobs and all kinds of crazy things, tables and stuff like that.
Oh, that's great.
So,
well, that's good to know. So we're gonna ask a lot of those questions to make sure that people feel safe coming back in, and you'll see a lot more people, I'm sure. So thank you so much for coming in today.
You're welcome.
And we'll be right back. Well, here we are, and we're speaking with Vivian Basing, who is a potter, and she's come out of the ceramic studio to give us some information about what's going on in there. Hi, Vivian. How are you today?
Hi, good, thank you.
That's good.
Nice to see you again.
Lovely to see you as well. So you told me you got a promotion. What's that all about?
I now work for VMS, and I work in the ceramic studios. I work for slip casting and ceramics.
Oh, wow.
I help with the firings, make glazes. Very exciting.
Well, the lucky people who get to work with you and have some of your expertise helping and guiding them in their work. So congratulations, and we're all the better for it.
Thank you.
So while you've been gone for a while from the studio, were you able to bring your work up to a certain point at home? Or did you work on concepts, or what did you do?
I did quite a lot of handwork, and then I actually bought a wheel so I could work from home. So those are the days of making little berry bowls, very COVID, washing everything. And, but I really didn't do a lot. So being back in the studio makes a huge difference.
Did you have any sort of art that inspired you during that time?
While I was away, I did a lot of walking. But no.
That's inspiring.
Yeah, it is. Exercising, thinking, listening to a lot of music. I baked a lot.
Oh.
I think a lot of us did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hence a lot of walking too.
Yeah.
I have to tell you that I think of you every single morning when I get up and I drink my coffee out of one of the many mugs that I have of yours. So you start my day every day.
Thanks.
And I appreciate it.
And I'm back making mugs.
Oh, good.
So,
good. So hopefully we will have a bonanza this year, and we'll be able to have all of our favorite potters and ceramicists and painters and people who make cards and wearable art and all of those things from Clubhouse 4 will be in that bonanza.
Hopefully.
So that would be great.
I think we will.
So now, do new people come in and get your expertise, and do you help them get started, or are you more working with advanced
we have
people?
the supervisors in the different studios, and yes, that's their job to encourage. And we've actually had quite a few new sign-ups, which is very good. And we'd love more.
Yes.
So, things are just getting better and better.
Yes.
Just now they'll open it up, a few more people.
Good.
And we all have to be positive, creative, and kind to everyone.
Yes, exactly. Oh my goodness, that's our motto, isn't it? Just be kind to everyone, and we'll all get through this. We'll all get through everything.
Well, we have
together.
so far.
Yes, we have, and we're going to continue to. Well, it's really nice to know that you're here and you're helping people. Do you teach? I guess is one of the things that I want to know. Do you have a class that you teach?
No, at the moment we don't have.
Okay.
I think because of the closeness.
Yes, but.
And it's really hard to do ceramics or pottery with your mask on and keeping a distance.
Yes.
But I'm helping a lot with the glazing.
Oh, good.
Because
Okay.
people can stand aside and I can do a demo.
Because you've made your own glazes, haven't you?
I have
your own
before.
colors.
Oh, yes,
your own colors.
Within the studio.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
and they're beautiful. They're beautiful. You told
Okay.
me I was admiring one of your mugs, and you said it took me 3 years to come up with that set of colors, and I just
And
thought,
practice.
Of
It's
course,
all about
yeah.
practicing.
There's no magical causation, is
No,
there? Just get in
no.
there and do the work. Well, that's great to know for people who come in and want to start this. Everybody
Yes.
at one time has wanted to make pottery. I know
Yes.
that. And so you're telling them, don't get intimidated by some of the advanced work you see. You just start there one step in front of the other and,
That's right.
learn the craft, and you'll be able to
And
do
we're a
it.
friendly bunch.
Oh,
and
absolutely. This is a great group in
Yes.
here. A great group in here. So, yeah, I encourage everybody to find out more about it. And we thank you, Vivian. We're going to let you get back into your work. We're going to take some shots of the work that you are doing, and we'd love to see what you're up to now.
Okay.
So thanks for taking some time
course.
out to
See
speak
you
with us
soon.
today. Okay, yes, absolutely. Definitely see you soon. Okay. And we're coming right back. And now we're back, and I'm speaking with Wendy Sorensen, who has come out of the jewelry studio to speak with us. Hi, Wendy. How are
Hi.
you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. I saw some of the things that you were working on in there, and I have to ask you, how long have you been making jewelry in the jewelry studio?
About 3 years.
3 years. Did you take some classes when you came?
I did. Yes.
Oh, they're helpful.
I started out taking classes. Actually, I started out in lapidary about 4 years ago, and they trained me in that. And then I went over to the jewelry studio and started making jewelry.
So you had all these wonderful polished and cut stones, and you said, I want to set these into something. Was that your
Exactly.
motivation?
Yes. Yep.
Well, that's great. How did that turn out?
They're really fun, and I love doing it. And I have sold some, so I'm really happy about that.
Yes. Isn't that nice when you make something and you love it, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
you put it up for sale, and somebody says, I love it too.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's
that's great.
kind of our motivation when somebody looks at something and says, "Oh, I really like that," or
Yes.
"How did you do that?" And you can explain it and
Yes.
give them advice as to where to go to learn the same things that I've learned.
Yes, yeah, exactly. It is fun doing that. And, especially, I have spent some time in the jewelry studio too. That's my favorite place. And what I find in there are the friendliest people, the most knowledgeable people. I mean, they have such a lifetime of experience that they can teach you the things that you really need to know.
Right.
Anything from the simplest beginning thing to the most intricate designs, and,
Exactly.
And I think some people are intimidated. Were you intimidated when you first saw the jewelry studio? Did you say, ooh, torches and things?
Yes, I was,
Yeah.
very much so. I had never used a torch like they have in the jewelry room, so I was nervous about doing it, but after a few times you get used to it, and like you say, there's always people to help you.
Yes.
I'm a supervisor there and in lapidary, so I help people learn about the equipment, and everybody's taught me pretty much, so
That's
through the
great.
classes as well as Yvonne and everyone else.
Yes, exactly.
Ed.
And Ed Hoffman, is
Yep.
just, oh my gosh. Well, thank you for being a supervisor, because you being a supervisor allows a lot more people to come in, and you're there for those hours, and people can come in because you're there, because it won't be open without a supervisor.
Right.
Those are the safety protocols. So thank you
Right.
so much for
Oh,
doing that.
thank you. I love it.
So, were you inspired by anything while we were all shut down and in our homes? Was anything occur to you? Say, oh, I need to get back to that. Or,
Well, I started something new while we were at home. I'm doing polymer clay now.
yes.
So one of the instructors is working with that, and I am absolutely loving it. It's very light to wear, it's easy to work with, and you can experiment a lot easier, and it's a lot less expensive than silver. So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you just bake it in your oven.
yep, yep,
It's
nice and
perfect.
simple.
I love polymer clay too. It's the designs are infinite. You can make
Exactly.
anything. It's really a fun thing, and it's very therapeutic because it's just rolling clay.
Exactly. Yeah. You don't have to learn anything too much other than, for me, it was hard to start it because I'm not an artist, if you will. So colors and things like that, I had not had a lot of experience with. I've been a seamstress most of my life. So thinking in abstract designs is not something that I normally do.
Oh,
I
but-
think of more linear
Yes.
designs. So
Oh, I bet
it's
that-
been a little bit difficult for me to adapt to that, but I love it.
I was just thinking when you said that, I thought that just has to flow right into your jewelry making. Yeah, because the designs show up that way. Well, it's really great to have you back. It's really great to see people coming back into Clubhouse 4. It's a very special place here in our community, and the work that comes out of here is extraordinary. I mean, you and everybody else that comes in here that makes things and puts them out on display for us all to see really inspire us. We walk through here and think, oh my gosh, look at what people are making here.
Right.
Look what they're doing now. So keep doing that. Keep changing out those display windows so we can come by. It's like a little mini art gallery for us as we're out
It
for a
is.
walk, and we walk past it and say, wow, friends and neighbors make these things, and people that I know make these things. It's really great.
We're going to be having a new jewelry window probably in about a month. I'm going to collect some different pieces from people and get them set out again.
Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, because it really makes a difference if people are looking for something to do and thinking,
Yes.
And there are emeritus classes that also will be starting up
We're hoping
soon, maybe.
Well,
Yeah.
we're hoping that after the first of the year, that the emeritus classes will start up in person again, but
Okay.
I don't think there's anything set in stone about it yet.
Okay.
It's a hopeful,
Yes, yes.
but
Well,
we are online, doing them. So, and there's a lot of wonderful
Yes.
things you can still do at home. I mean, just
Exactly.
with a little creme brulee torch, you can make your jewelry.
I know.
So,
It's the best. It really is. Safely, too. Well, thank you, Wendy, for taking some time away from your jewelry making. And we thank you so much
you.
for coming out and inspiring us today.
Oh,
and,
thank you.
Believe me, we're going to have some folks coming in just because you came out and spent some time with us. So thank you
Well,
so much.
thank you. I hope so.
Okay, thank you. And we'll be back. Well, we're back and we're speaking with the Clubhouse 4 supervisor, Sabine Bayless. Hi, Sabine. How are you today?
Good, Cindy. How are you?
Good, thank you. It's so nice of you to allow us to come here and talk to some of the folks who are working in the art studios. We were talking before, and you said that you were not here during the COVID shutdown. But you were working. Where were you working?
I got the chance to work at Gate 7. I worked for security, which was an eye-opener.
Oh,
Just
yes.
getting an insight into what security does on a daily basis and
Yes.
what these gate guards do every day and have to
Yes.
go through. So I was in Aftersight. Is a very nice experience. We learned a lot. Made new connections to a different department, and yeah,
That's
with
perfect.
a good exercise.
That's perfect. Well, that's good. You were busy and you were thriving
Yes,
and
yes.
working and helping us, which is
Yes.
good. So now you've come back here and you're getting things like set up for everybody and managing the. Now, how are people coming in? Now, we're going to have to qualify this, that this show is going to be running in June, and we're talking now at the end of May, so all of this is subject to change.
Yes.
So what are people doing now?
Right now, they make reservations via ActiveNet.
Okay.
They are required to sign up, create an account, and then with that account they can sign into not just Clubhouse 4, also the other recreation classes that are right now offered.
Okay.
So that's an account, and then they sign into their account, they find Clubhouse 4, they find the studio they want to be in, and then they choose a day and time and check mark it and roll and hit the finish button. Very important, there's a finish button
Yes.
on the very end of all what they
Sure.
go through. And yeah, that's basically it. They will get a confirmation email. If they do not receive an email, they did not sign up.
Right.
It's a big misconception. People, I
Okay.
signed up, but
All right.
they didn't follow
And then there's a limit, though, of how many people can come in at this time.
at this time because of the tier we're in.
Of course.
So that changes too.
Yes.
As further down we go the tiers, as more people we can
Yes,
accommodate.
and people are distancing themselves in the spaces,
Yes.
and the spaces are large to begin with. So
Yes.
if you have 10 people or however many
Depends
people,
on the size of the room.
the room. Okay.
And
Okay.
they're still wearing masks, and
Yes.
supervisors after the shift are, the user and the supervisors are required to wipe down their workspace to
Okay.
make it safe for the next shift.
That's wonderful. That's good to know. I wouldn't have known that, and I'm glad that those protocols are being observed too.
Yes, they are.
Because a lot of people, want to come back into their former lives, do the things that they used to do, but they're skeptical that maybe it isn't safe.
Understandable.
And so yes, and so you're saying no, we're doing everything we can.
From our side, yes.
From your side, yeah, exactly. So that's great. So what are you looking forward to when we all come back, and we all will come back? What are you looking forward to happening? What exciting things do you have for Clubhouse 4?
Well, we are kind of planning, not yet, but we are planning for the bonanza to happen.
Yay!
So that's a good thing, because that fell down the drain last year, and
Yes.
it was a big disappointment. So we will have that happening in one way or another.
Good.
We'll see.
Good.
But we're looking forward to that.
Yes, because everybody looks forward to
Yes.
that. A lot of people work hard all year long with that in mind,
Yes.
preparing for the
That
bonanza.
was very much missed. It was
Yes.
really a bummer.
Yes, and people come in from outside Laguna
Yes.
Woods. They come
Right,
from outside the village
yes.
and all around. So that's excellent. So good. What else? Any new classes being scheduled or?
Well, not yet, or say if we're talking about now emeritus decided not to come back until next spring.
Okay.
So on our end, I am talking to one person in particular. She would like to. She's offering to have ceramic classes put on. I'm asking her right now what's her plan. How would that look like? So we're looking into having residents coming back. And I talked to the Art Association president. They are looking into bringing their classes back, what
Yes.
the residents
Right.
had among themselves. So
Right.
yeah,
So it's separate and different.
Yes.
Yeah, I understand. Well, that's good to know. It's always good to have something to look forward to, and to know that something's coming up, and there are classes and things that you can plan for and say that's coming in spring or that's coming, so people will get excited about things. And I can't thank you enough. I know you're super busy. I see you doing so many things around here today. I'm glad that you could take some time and talk with us today, and we really appreciate it, Sabine.
anytime.
Okay, be careful what
Thank
you
you,
say.
No problem.
And we'll be right back. Thanks for joining us today as we checked in with a few artists, and we found out that they're very excited about being back here in their happy place. Many thanks to artists Vivian Basing, Wendy Sorensen, and Peg Simmons, and Clubhouse Supervisor and Wrangler Extraordinaire Sabine Bayless. We thank you so much for watching us on Wednesday and Sunday mornings at 9:30 a.m. on Village Television, and checking us out anytime you want to on Village Television YouTube. Be kind to yourselves and everybody around you. We all need each other. See you next time on Discovering Laguna Woods. Take care. Bye-bye.